Hey guys, Hakeem here, back with some more magic. I had to start the recording when I'm choking on anyways. Gonna keep. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. But I had such a good hand and I actually managed to find a game. I was actually, actually choking. Yeah, I was sitting there. Excuse me, okay, I'm starting to calm down. I was sitting there with the lobby. Oh, turn 1 Radiant Fountain. Come on, Elixir. Playing against Ice Beam 1963 with 60 cards. Yeah, the lobby just finally showed up because, I mean, I usually just sit there and I don't mind having a bite to eat or something. But then something went down the wrong way and dude joined my lobby all at the same time. Okay, that really got this episode off to a bad start. So we're playing Izzet Burn here. Let me just go back to the beginning. We're playing Izzet Burn, so I wanted to revisit this one. Here we're looking at an opponent playing probably mono green if he's playing Radiant Fountain. So yeah, I just wanted to smash some face here tonight. That was something that I really wanted to do, and I haven't played Izzet Burn in a good long time. Ooh, we got an Airflow dodge. That's good. But for now, I'm going to just Rabble Master. We're just going to build the board first and worry about the spells later. So for now, we'll swing for 2. Yeah, so I've only got 1 blue source though, so I can't. I mean, Airflow dodge is obviously, as we all know, is great with Kiln Fiend. But it's also extremely good with Goblin Rabble Master. And when you have both on the battlefield and 2 blue sources, things can get out of hand pretty quickly. So I can do Shock and Crinkle's Command on the next turn, depending on what the opponent does, and that'll buff up the Kiln Fiend quite heavily and get that blocker out of the way. Let's see, he does not put down another creature. So that thing's definitely getting shocked. Absolutely going to get shocked. And then I'm going to increase the board presence rather than draw a card off Fig twice. Picked up a Vapor Snag, so and the next creature that he plays, we get to bounce. So this is probably going to be a bit of a beating. So anyway, let's just shock it, and let's buff up our Kiln Fiend. Then let's play a Crinkle's Command. Buff up the Kiln Fiend again. So now we're going to swing for 2, 9, 13, I believe. I think it's 13. Anyway, let's see if Goblin Rabble Master gets +2. I think it is. Yeah, it's 13 right there. He's down to 7. Just like that, even with a Radiant Fountain. Even with that fountain, so that's a pretty big hit right there. So, I mean, if he just taps out for an Armor Colossus, he's dead. You know. He's going to play Scion of the Wild. That thing on its own is a 1/1 for 3 mana. So, yeah. Dude. You're kind of dead here. Unless you got a Fog. So we're not going to cast any spells in anticipation of said Fog. We're just going to turn everybody sideways and see if he has it. He's got it, baby. He's got that Fog. Okay. Good for you, brother. Good for you. You know, I'll just think twice at the end of the turn and then Vapor Snag any board presence that you manage to put down. You're on 6 mana. You're not going to hit me with a block of Worm. Here's a Beastmaster Ascension. Not that great with a 1/1 Scion. Not going to save you, so let's draw a card here. See if he's got more Fogs. Don't know what he's doing. He could be playing actual threats in his deck if he's playing Beastmaster Ascension. Picked up another red source. I'd rather that be a blue source, but anyway. It's Fog combat damage. Let's go read it. Combat damage, yeah. So I'm going to shock this thing while it's still in range. He's still playing. I mean, he hasn't quit the game. That alone should tell us that he has Fog. So we're going to turn everybody sideways just because. I mean, I probably shouldn't, you know, but I want to inflict maximum pain in the event that he does not have the Fog. Which he doesn't. Alright, well, I'm terribly sorry for that horrible intro, but like I said, playing on the Xbox One, games are few and far between. I don't have the luxury of being able to cut the recording there and go find another one. I am going to go try to find a second game, but it's probably going to be 20 minutes to a half hour from now. We'll find out, and hope to see you in a couple of seconds. Why do I say that? I hope to see you in a couple of seconds. I'm going to see you in a couple of seconds. Alright, guys. Alright, guys, on to game 2. We found Ice Beam again. Only took me about 5 minutes. Luckily, here we've got a couple of Pyromancers we can cast. I'm only playing 21 land. Don't really want to keep this. Ooh, no land. I guess I got Gutter Snipe. You know, I got Gutter Snipe and I got good mana. And going to 5 is pretty bad. So yeah, we know we know Ice Beam's playing mono green. I guess I don't know. He could have gone into the editor and changed his deck up a little bit. It's entirely possible. No, turn 1 Radiant Fountain without fail. He's getting that fountain down. He wants that life. Man, oh man. Do we pick up? Nope. No 2-mana play. Not going to cast a Skullcrack here now, obviously. It's possible that he's playing Cultivate, he's playing mono green. There's a high likelihood that if he does survive to 7 mana, oh, now he's playing white into Wall of Omens. I wonder if that was in his deck last game and he was mana screwed, or if he just got beat down by the Izzet deck so much that he wanted to play a more defensive deck. But for now, we're just going to slam the Gutter Snipe, and then we're just going to ride the value train, and we're just going to shock stuff and Vapor Snag stuff and burn down his life totally in the process. That's presuming he doesn't have removal, of course. I mean, that's a pretty big presumption to make, considering this is the first threat that I've played. No, he's solidly in the mono white, so we've got the same guy, different deck. Here comes the Banisher Priest. You know, that's fine. He's got the shock to release the Gutter Snipe. We won't get the trigger, though, unfortunately. And just in case he has God's Willing, I am going to shock that in main phase. And just get that back right now. Okay. Pass it back. So, I mean, the very likely scenario is that we just think twice here and get a Gutter Snipe trigger. See what he's got on 4 mana. He's playing a life gain deck. This card is going to be handy. We're going to have to make sure we keep mana open for that at critical times. He's playing a Squadron Hawk. So maybe it's not a life gain deck. Maybe it's like a weenie aggro deck. Okay, so he puts the Squadron Hawk into play. His hand is not full, though. So I don't know if he drew the extra ones. Or if, maybe he's got the other 3 in his hand. That'd be pretty terrible. Or maybe he's going to draw them all off this one. I don't know. We'll see now. He's got 5 in hand. Gone up to 6. I don't know why he wouldn't go up to the full 7, like I said, unless he's got the other 2 in his hand. Let's just think twice here. Get a Gutter Snipe trigger, bring him down to 20. Pick up a Coordinated Assault. Wall of Omens, though. That's a little bit annoying there. Wall of Omens. I'm just going to sit back here. I mean, I'm really not worried about losing the race to some Squadron Hawks. I'm just going to think twice again. I got to get another threat. I got to find a Kiln Fiend, another Gutter Snipe, Pyromancer, something like that. He's on 5 mana now. Hope it's not the Baneslayer Angel. That's I can only Skullcrack a couple of times. Here's an Angelic Edict. He's going to try and remove my guy for 5 mana at sorcery speed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to think twice, get a trigger, see what we draw. It is an Artful Dodge, and I am going to bounce my own dude. That's what I'm going to do, and get another trigger. I'm going to lose 1 life. That doesn't bother me too much, though. He's on 16. So we get to play the Gutter Snipe again. Still not fully over that choking incident. Man, oh man, I thought I was half dead there, and trying to scramble and hit record and do all that thing at the same time. It was, I wish I had a camera here in the room, like like a webcam or something, so you could have caught that. That would have been fucking hilarious. Anyways, let's just get the Gutter Snipe back into play. We've got Shock and Coordinated Assault, and I mean, I'll probably Artful Dodge it next turn just to force through some damage if I have to. I've got the Skullcrack here, which is it's going to be a key card at the right moment against Mono White, I think, but we'll see. Here comes the Mentor of the Meek. That thing's going to die. That's not going to live. No way. He's going to play a Lone Missionary. I wish I could Shock and Skullcrack. The question is, do I care about the 4 life more, or do I want to let him have a card? I can Skullcrack and tap out. He won't gain the life, but he will use that open mana to draw a card off Mentor. If I Shock the Mentor, he won't get to draw a card, but he'll get 4 life. I'm going to Skullcrack because this deck wins by just forcing through damage, and life gain is probably his biggest enemy. So I'm going to Skullcrack him, get him down to 11, and no life gain. He will get to draw a card, though, which means, chance to draw into more life gain, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I don't want him drawing more life gain, but at the end of the day, I've got to kill him, and instead of him gaining 4, he lost 5. So it's a pretty big swing. I mean, it's possible that I can just kill him very, very soon. Let's Artful Dodge the Gutter Snipe. So that's 4. That'll take him to 7. Shock to the face. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so that's unblockable. He's tapped out. So let's swing with the Gutter Snipe, shock his face. That'll take him to 5. And then Coordinated Assault trigger brings him to 3, and Gutter Snipe hits for 3. So let's give him +1, trigger to 3, and we've got an unblockable 3-power creature while our opponent is tapped out. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the power of a lone Gutter Snipe. Smack. Alright, a couple of quick games. Let's try and find a third one. See you in a couple seconds. Alright, I'm getting lucky with the games tonight. Managed to find this guy in less than 5 minutes. Playing an 85 card deck. We've got 2 mana, 1 of each color, with 3 excellent 2-drops, a Vapor Snag, and once we hit our 3rd land, we have a Rattle Master. This looks pretty spicy, so we're going to keep it. And that guy, Brewis Cipher, I don't know, Bruiser with Scythe in the middle. I don't know. We're going to play against that guy with an 11-letter name, and he starts with a Savage Lands. And let's come over to us. We pick up Artful Dodge, which is pretty good. I'm going to play the island first, since we do have a castable blue spell. 99.84% chance that I won't cast it, but you know, the possibility is there. If I play the island, I can't, even if I somehow, you know, need to. The question is, what 2-drop do I lead with? You know, am I expecting any removal? And what is my most high value dude? I mean, Kiln Fiend is a lot of burst damage. So if I can get that down early and it doesn't die, it'll kill him quickly. So I think the play is, since we're trying to kill him quickly with this deck, I think the play is go Kiln Fiend and make him have it. And then, you know, we can go for Pyromancer and play the sort of more longer drawn out value game if he does. So yeah, we're going to Kiln Fiend here. Get that going, and then we can set up a Krankos command. That's a Brimaz, King of Oreskos. He's a big dude. He is a large creature. Picked up a 2nd Artful Dodge. This is why I only run 3 Artful Dodge in my deck, because you only ever need 1 copy. 2 copies of this, not the greatest, because it's blue cast, blue flashback. You know, so if I want to cast this 4 times, I need 4 blue sources. Not going to happen. So the question is here: do I play a Krankos command and offer a trade? He'll get a token out of it. I think though that I do. I mean, the fucking thing is vigilant, but I got the unblockableness. Or do I play out a Pyromancer, let him get an attack, and then get even more value off my spell triggers? But he could have removal. I'm gonna just set up my board, take a turn off, set up my board, and then if I start generating the tokens, you know, Krankos command is gonna give me 3 tokens. Yeah, I don't mind attacking into the Brimaz. I'll trade a Kiln Fiend for a Brimaz. I mean, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. But once he gets the token plan going on, yeah, he's playing the strange 5-color deck with 2 tap lands, hits 85 cards, hits his turn 3 Brimaz like a champ. But hey, he's going to make it interesting. I mean, that's, you know, I wish this 2nd Artful Dodge was something else. He's going to cultivate, so he's ramping up. He's going to be playing some big stuff pretty soon, and with it, like I said, with 85 cards in his deck, it could be any number of huge bombs. He's going to come in here. I don't have enough power to stop it, but since he's tapped out, I mean, if he had kept mana open, whoa. If he had kept mana open, I don't know if I would have blocked that token, but now with him being tapped out, you know, I can just kill it. So let's get that gone. Here we picked up a Think Twice, but I cannot draw cards. As much as I would love the mana right now, I think I just need Krankos command and build a bit of a wider board, and then offer the Kiln Fiend Brimaz trade. So there's an Elemental and a pair of Goblins, and let's see if he wants to trade here. He'll get a token out of it if he does accept it, and if he doesn't, then you know, we've got Artful Dodge. I can bounce the Brimaz and slow him down. Depends on what he's got here at 6 mana. I hope it's not something too fucking scary. Like Inferno Titan would totally wreck me right now. Like, it would kill my Pyromancer and my Kiln Fiend if he played an untapped land into Inferno Titan. I'd just be fucking wrecked. We'll see though. Really need a 3rd land. Deck only plays 21. That's all it really needs. It only has, I think, 6 3-drops. It's the Gutter Snipes and the Rabble Masters, and I think there's, I can't remember if there's another. Maybe there's only 5 3-drops. So I mean, 21 land is fine. Sometimes you do get stuck on 2, but I mean, I can cast everything in my hand except for this Rabble Master. You know, the only problem is being able to chain multiple spells together, which is kind of something the deck needs to do, but I just need one basic land and I'm good. So he does hit a 6th land, but it enters the battlefield tapped. I'm not trying to keep track of how many different sources of what he's got. He's basically got 2 of every color over there. That's just I'm playing under that assumption right now, looking at all those dry lands. So let's see. I mean, I can actually kill the Brimaz here. I do have enough power, so it's a question. I'm not going to trade off my Pyromancer. I'm going to tell you that right now. That is not going anywhere. I will chump block it, though, to save myself the life. Because, you know, I want to... Oh, he's not going to attack with the Brimaz. Okay, I mean, that just makes things a hell of a lot easier. And we do not... Ooh. We do not. I think now I'm at the point where I want to go digging for that land. And I'm going to do it main phase to pump up the Kiln Fiend. The only problem is, like, he's playing an 85 card 5 color deck, man. He could have anything in there. I can play around Swift Justice and all these other nonsense spells. But I think against, like I said, the 85 card 5 color deck, I have no idea what he could or couldn't be playing. So I just got to go for it. I'm going to get a token here as well, which is nice. Picked up a Vapor Snag. It's not a land. But still, I'm going to swing here. I'm not going to swing with the tokens because Brimaz, if he blocks one, he'll get a token. I don't want him to just get a free token. So I'm just going to offer that trade here and keep coming down. And he's just going to keep... He's not going to attack, and yet he's going to accept the 4 damage from my Kiln Fiend every turn. I'm totally fine with that. You know. I'm probably not going to play out anything else now. I'm going to keep the Kiln Fiend and Rabble Master in here. In case he does have Planar Cleansing in there. He does have a Plains, he has a Seaside, and a Sandstep Citadel. So there are 3 white sources on board. He's got 7 mana. Now I'm thinking Pelakka Worm. It's a Genesis Hydra for 5. So he could be dragging anything out here. It's going to be a Seance, I imagine, is what he's going to grab here. He's got nothing in the graveyard yet. I mean, he could pick a Wayfinder, but I highly doubt he's going to pick Wayfinder here. We'll see, though. Yeah, he's dropping the Seance in play. So, you know, he's got a bit of an imposing board, but mine is wide. My board is wide. Second, I was going to say second blue source would have been great because Artful Dodge, Flashback Artful Dodge would have forced through a ton of damage. So if I Artful Dodge the Kiln Fiend, that's 4. If I swing with everybody, that's 7. And if I Skullcrack, that's 10. He's not dead at that point. If I Rabble Master, 3 goblins come in, only 1 connects. And I don't trigger the Kiln Fiend. If I Vapor Snag Skullcrack, I can Vapor Snag a dude. That'll take him to 11. Skullcrack will take him to... He'll have to chump block the Kiln Fiend, I believe. So let's think it over. Vapor Snag on a dude takes him to 11. Then we Skullcrack, takes him to 8. And we swing with a 7 power dude and a bunch of other stuff. So whatever thing I can Vapor Snag the Brimaz, and then he's going to trade a Kiln Fiend. Yeah, let's do that. And he's going to have to trade a Kiln Fiend for his Genesis Hydra. And Genesis Hydra does absolutely nothing in the graveyard for Seance, except immediately die. So let's Skullcrack him here. And this is going to force a trade here. I mean, he can block the Pyromancer, but he will die. So this is going to take him to 8 here. So we're going to swing and force him to trade the Kiln Fiend. I thought that through for a very long time. It's unlike me to go through it. You know, normally if I'm not doing commentary, I can like go through those lines, you know, a lot more quickly in my head. Let's see if he's got a Planar Cleansing. But all I need is a shock to kill him. And like I said, the creature in his graveyard is not. It's not going to be any good through Seance because Genesis Hydra is a 0/0. It doesn't have an enter the battlefield effect. It has a when you cast effect. I'd hate to see a Pelakka Worm. See Seaside Citadel, Sandstep Citadel, Opulent Palace. He does have 3 green. But he's been replaced by AI, so I imagine there's no Pelakka Worm in there. Yeah, okay, so you know we just went wide there with the Pyromancer tokens. He didn't have any removal, and we got there. He was a bit I don't know why he took. Did the AI just Seance the Genesis Hydra? It did. The AI just did that. So let's just Skullcrack him for the win. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to Artful Dodge a Young Pyromancer. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, he still has cards in his hand and untapped mana. I suppose I shouldn't be dicking around, but, you know, once it moves over to Planeswalker from an actual player, I just, you know, kind of just start fucking around a little bit. Yeah, you know, just the Pyromancer walks in for the victory. Alright, guys, it's a burn. It's totally fucked up. It's insane. You should play it if you want to win. But, you know, if you care about the feelings and, you know, hopes and dreams of others, forget you ever saw this video. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. See you for some more gameplay tomorrow.